Hey, yo, everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video, and today we're going to be doing my Andrew Cutter Picks of the Weeks. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, know nothing about this video series, basically what I do is I take a look at This Week in DC Comics. Then I select the comic I enjoyed the most and declare my Andrew Cutter Pick of the Week. Now, if at any time during this video you see a comic you'd like to be expanded on a bit more, well, don't worry, I did a review of each and every single one of these. Except for Shade issue number 11, I forgot it this week, but I'll do a review of it in a minute. In addition to that, I will talk about any news or updates pertaining to myself, my channel, or the world around me. I do have some big news for you guys that I think you will enjoy hearing. And it's big news for me, kind of. So, with that said, we're going to jump into things, and let's just do a quick review of Shade issue number 11 of 12. Basically, Shade goes up against these deities slash extraplanar creatures slash aliens slash dimension hopping plane walkers slash enchantrix mailman combo. Yeah, you get the point. Basically, Shade has a throwdown with these, we'll call them deities. But it's not a throwdown of punches and shadows, but rather a throwdown of philosophies and ideals. And Shade has to basically save London using his brain and keeping it cool, which can be hard for the Shade sometimes. It all cultivates a decision that Shade's going to have to make, and one that he's not going to like, because either which way, it's going to end badly. With only one issue left, where does the series go from here? You're just going to have to wait and see. But on a whole, this was a good issue. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. James Robinson is one of my favorite writers. The series has been a joy all the way through. The one thing is just be prepared. It's very dialogue heavy, but I think that's one of the caveats to James Robinson is that he really does like to play around with dialogue a lot. Good issue. Pick it up. So in saying that, I'm just going to shuffle this into the mix, and we will get into my comics for this week. So this week 3 I always call the Batman week. So because there's a lot of Batman comics, surprisingly not one Bruce Wayne title, just a lot of Batman family comics. So we have Nightwing, and all these are going to be issue 12s for the most part. Red Hood and the Outlaws, unless I say otherwise. Catwoman, Birds of Prey, Batwoman, a lot of Batwoman and Catwoman, a lot of woman. Green Lantern, Supergirl, Blue Beetle, Shade issue 11 of 12, Captain Atom, Wonder Woman, Kid Flash, and Before Watchmen, Rorschach issue number 1. Now, there was a lot of comics that came out this week. A lot of good comics like Green Lantern and Rorschach and, Catwoman stuff. But I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to tease you with who could be and who's not. I'm just going to tell you, the Andrew Cutter Pick of the Week is without a doubt the fantastic issue number 12 of Wonder Woman. Oh my god, this was freaking awesome. This is what I love about the New 52 is great titles like Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is up there, tied as the top of the DC New 52. I would tie it with Swamp Thing and Batman as the best comic of the New 52. It's just such a great story. This was well paced. The dialogue was good. The fighting was freaking awesome. The cliffhanger at the end was good, and just the playing around with the Greek gods was beautifully done. And a little spoiler, but when Wonder Woman fights Artemis at the end, Artemis the Greek god, not the Amazon Artemis, and she takes off her braces, I was like, shit just got real. Shit just got real. You know, you piss off Wonder Woman enough, she's gonna let loose, and she let looses. Just great issue. I love everything about it. The art is great. Andrew Cutter Pick of the Week. Pick up Wonder Woman if you haven't picked it up. A lot of people are hesitant about Wonder Woman because, see, what I find is no one can ever be really happy with Wonder Woman sometimes. A lot of fans, they can't be happy. I know a lot of people saying, well, this Wonder Woman isn't enough of a diplomat. But everything else is perfect, but she's not enough of a diplomat. Oh, this Wonder Woman's not dealing with enough superhero stuff. But everything else is perfect. You're just worried about that one thing. just go into the series and enjoy it because it is a great interpretation on Wonder Woman. Great. I would put it up there with Greg Rucka's or George Perez's interpretation on Wonder Woman. It's just so beautifully done. Pick it up. In saying that, news and or updates. So, kind of big comic book news in a way. So I'm going to be working more hours at my comic store. And with that comes two privileges and duties. Number one, and both of these kind of pertain to you guys in a way. Number one is I'm going to be writing a newsletter for the comic store. So what he wants me to do is take 12 titles off the shelf. I think he picks them, although he might want me to pick them, and review them and type them up and do a review of them. This means I'm going to have to read Dark Horse, Marvel, IDW, Image, Dynamite, DC, read them all. So this might be a chance for me to diversify myself, try things that I never got to, oh, I got to read Avengers versus X-Men issue number 12. Be interesting. Maybe I should do the review on it. Oh, I got to do The Boys issue number 77 because that's the end of the series. Should be interesting. So, it will diversify myself, and you never know. I might, I would, the comics that I'm not purchasing, I have to give back, but you never know. I might get hooked into something. Might be good for you guys. The second thing is at my comic store, I get usually each week I spend about $35 on comics to kind of balance out the amount of money I spend and how much money I get for a paycheck is allowing me a $30 credit. That means I get a lot of my comics like that, and it gives me a lot more money to play around with. So expect me to be a little bit more lenient on picking up my series. Some of the comics that I dropped, I might continue. You never know. Not Green Arrow. No, Green Arrow's done. Green Arrow is done. But like I started up Suicide Squad again, and it is a fun comic. I don't know why I dropped it. I think it was money. I think money was the main reason, but Suicide Squad was a fun comic. I'm picking that up again, and maybe I may be a little bit more lenient with the third wave. Maybe I'll stick with, I don't know, Phantom Stranger or Amethyst till the third issue before I know whether or not I'm going to drop them. You never know. So a little extra money each month, and this allows me to go into different stuff. Now, some of you guys are probably thinking, well, Andrew, you're basically getting your comics free. You're getting $30 credits. That gives you like pretty much $30 each week to do whatever you want with. Why don't you buy some Marvel comics? Because you said one of the reasons you'll never buy Marvel is because you don't have enough money. You are absolutely right, but I'm still not going to buy Marvel. Why? Well, while it is true that I will have the finances to pick up, I don't know, 20 Marvel comics titles, which I could, the problem is this, is Marvel is still hindered by the ridiculous continuity they have. I'm an all or nothing person. I have to read it all or experience it all or nothing. If I get into Marvel, the continuity will drive me crazy. It will. It really will. I know Marvel now is happening, but it's not a full reboot. It's it's half-ass. It's like sticking the penis in a little, but pulling it right out. You might as well commit. You already, broke in and boom, go all the way through. But that's the thing, is that I don't know if I'll pick up Marvel, even with the extra finances, because the continuity is just too hefty. And people say, well, Marvel is perfect because you can just jump on at any time and don't have no, no, no. Everything is canon in Marvel. I don't want to experience that. So yes, it should be fun to have that little extra, and it should be fun to be able to, how should I say, be more lenient with my DC comics and to be able to pick up other stuff. I am looking forward to picking up some stuff outside of Marvel and DC, though. A lot of people want me to do Saga. I'm a little too far behind for Saga. I might get the trades, though. You never know. But, they have a new Pathfinder comic coming out that I'm going to do. There's a Star Trek comic coming out that I'm going to try. So maybe I might do a comic load video for just DC Comics, and then maybe I might do a comic load video for stuff like TMNT, Buffy and Angel, Star Trek, Star Wars, Pathfinder. Never know. Never know. The possibilities are endless, except for with Marvel. And it sucks. And I'm going to take a second to talk about this. A lot of people want me to do Marvel. It's not that I hate Marvel. It's just there's a lot of things against me doing it. There's nothing wrong with Marvel. I just stated my reasons. It's the continuity is heavy, and I don't find any real characters appealing. And maybe this is just an outsider's perspective looking in, but I also work at a comic store, and I see this a lot. There's a lot of comics for it doesn't feel as diverse as DC, where I see, you have your Captain America, you have your Thor, you have your Hawkeye and stuff, and your Daredevil, but then you have all the X-Men titles, which is ridiculous. All the Avengers spin-offs. There's like X-Men, X-Force, X-Factor, Wolverine and the X-Men, New X-Men, stuff like that. And then there's Avengers, Dark Avengers, New Avengers, Avengers Academy, stuff like that. And then there's like 12 Deadpool titles. Deadpool, Deadpool Team Up, Deadpool Corpse, Deadpool and Cable, which I don't know how many of them are still running, but I'm just talking about what I see from the comic store. It seems very heavy in specific areas, where what I like about DC is, yes, there is like 12 Batman titles, but the rest of the DC comics is very balanced between, this dark stuff, it's Edge stuff, it's Young Justice, it's Superman, it's Green Lantern, and it's Justice League stuff. I think it's a good balance. So yeah, I'm talking about this way too much. Let's talk about other stuff. Let's talk about video games, shall we? Last Story is coming out this week, so I'm going to be picking it up. And then the reason why is because it sounds like a good Wii game. I really don't get into those JRPGs that much, although it seems like a different kind of JRPG. In addition to that, it looks good. It looks like an interesting, fun game, but aesthetically it looks good, so I'm going to pick that up. New Super Mario Brothers 2, I think, is coming out this week also, the same day that Last Story is coming out. So both of them are paid off. I just have to walk in the store and be like, give me. Um, I also bought Rayman Origins for the Wii. Been playing that. That's fun, and it's actually prompted me to want to get the Rayman Legends that's coming out for the Wii U. So I'm looking forward to that. A lot of games to play. I beat 3 of the Professor Layton games. I'm on the last one I have to beat, which is Last Spectre. And then I'm just looking right now. I have like 3 DS games left to play, but I need to get more 3DS games. That's why I'm looking forward to New Super Mario Bros. 2 for the 3DS, because it's another 3DS game. But that's really there is for gaming. The wind just closed my door. It happens. I have my window on in the background. I have my window open in the background because it's hot here. I live in Mass. It's nowhere as bad as I'm sure other places are, but it's still hot here. And you know what's killing me? It's this week I've been in a lot of pain because my mother does not believe in air conditioner. My father will have this place be 50 degrees year long. Whatever. My mother does not believe in air conditioner. So it was like 90 degrees in my room on Wednesday. Couldn't deal with it. So, no, Tuesday night it was 90 degrees. So I went to bed downstairs on the couch, turned the AC on max, and it hurt because, couch is this big, I'm this big, or long. How am I going to fit? So I did that, and it killed me for karate the next night. Luckily, I made up for it last night because I was all pumped and ready to go for karate last night, and it was good. This weekend, I'm also tomorrow. It's going to be a fun ass day. Um, Let me regale you with a story. Seeing my Andrew Cutter Pick of the Week video is mostly just me gibber jabbering about shit no one gives a shit about. Uh, we're going to Water Country this tomorrow for the summer, and oh, Water Country, God bless it. 90% piss in the water, but putting all that aside, I love Water Country, and I'll tell you why. Water Country and I have like a torrid love affair. I used to, I think I told you this story before, but I'll tell you again. When I was at North Reading Martial Arts, or Masters in North Reading, it changed its name when we broke away from Masters, but I'm back at Masters. It's confusing. I'm not going to get into my karate history, but I would always chaperone for the karate summer camp, and we do a lot of stuff. We go to our field trips. We would have field days. We would, go to like a pool party and have a water balloon fight. And to cap it all off, the coup de grace, the main event, for lack of a better term, the Rock versus Hogan of the summer camp, is the Water Country. And I went to Water Country, and every year I loved it. Um, However, the summer camps ended in around 2005. So I went to water country again the next year in 2006 a couple times, and I wingman for my buddy. Basically, I went there with him, and I wingman for him, and that eventually leads into me going out with my girlfriend, my fiance, because I wingman for him so many times that I said, "Hey, dude, do you have a girl that your girlfriend could set me up with?" And then the rest was, what it is now. But she never went to water country with me. I wingmaned with him, and I went to water country a few times. And it was fun. I loved it. And then I didn't go to water country for like 5 years. From 2006 to 2011, around 5 years. But last year, my buddy's like, "Hey, dude, I can get tickets for much cheaper." Ooh, what's this? Piece of lint. Good thing I have a camera and I can see. But last year, my buddy's like, "I can get stuff for cheaper, tickets for cheaper. Let's go." And I'm like, "Cool. Let me just invite my fiance, or she was girlfriend at the time. I proposed to her on New Year's." So she went, and it was the three of us. And it started off as a slow day because it was the sun did come out, and everyone was a little moody. But the three of us, we had a blast. It was great. It was awesome. I'm like, we have to do it again to see a dude. So this year now we have 8 people going. We have me, my fiance, my buddy Gal J, who gets the tickets. I call him Gal J. It's a long story. CJ, Adam, Marco, Jonathan, and Doug. So 8 people, and it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. There's only one ride on Water Country that I did not go on yet, and that's the Dragon Den. Other than that, first ride, always Geronimo. I always do Geronimo as first ride. Most people like to pussy out. Some of my friends don't even like to go on Geronimo. Me, first ride, Geronimo, boom. And I'm going this year with six different people that not six, five people that I haven't gone with before. I know one of them's not going to want to do Geronimo, but I think there's one that's definitely going to. I'm like, dude, we should do Geronimo together. So I look forward to Water Country. The only thing I don't like from Water Country is the wave pool. I'm sorry. I know it's a water park. I know everyone shares the water. It's a little gross, but just seeing that massive amount of people in the wave pool, it's just gross. It's just gross. So, but everything else I'm looking forward to. So, sorry to regale you with such unnecessary information, but I'm pumped for it. I love Water Country. It's like it's the main event of the summer. So, it's been quite a week. Quite a week. So, anyways, I have what I'm thinking I'm gonna post up be either tomorrow or Sunday. We'll see, and go from there. Sounds good. I'm gonna end this video here. Oh, by the way, thank you for everyone that sent in their questions. I enjoyed my Q&A. It was fun, and I'm sorry if I didn't get to your questions. Just post it for the next Q&A. Okay. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.